Good afternoon, everyone. This is another episode from the Shadow Voice, and today I want to give my thoughts on why I think the actual current value of silver should be trading at $2,000 per ounce at around a bare minimum. Although I was trying to find a third reason for this opinion piece, I thought that just condensing it down to two would be best because there's a lot to cover in both examples why. And so here's where I'm at. So the first reason is the supply of silver. Historically, silver has been mined at 7 to 8 parts for every 1 part of gold. And so if we were to say that the demand for silver and gold are roughly equal, then at current prices, silver should already be far above the 3-digit line when it comes to being traded, so around $120, $160 per ounce at a bare minimum. And this is assuming that gold's current value is not being spoofed or manipulated at all. And then there are current estimates that above ground silver is actually between 5 to 7 times more rare than above ground gold. And with mining and stuff not being in business right now, this could be a big opportunity for people that are in silver to really see what its true value is in the long term. And so if you were to do that, the numbers again, assuming that gold value is not manipulated at all and the demand for both gold and silver are roughly equal, then you could be seeing upward to $7,500 per ounce of silver to even over $10,500 per ounce of silver. And that's assuming that it is that rare. And so another reason that silver should be trading at that high is if you go with the current Venezuela crisis, where it's been reported, debated, many other things, whether an ounce of silver can actually give somebody 6 months worth of food. And I even did my own research and found this one website, and it even says that an ounce of gold is worth roughly 20 million bolivars, which when converted to US currency is about $2 million per ounce. And if we assume 7 to 8 parts for an ounce of gold, or even the 5 to 7 times less silver than gold ratio and demand, then the current value of silver should be well above $2,000 per ounce. And then lastly, that I think should help give an idea of what that would mean for an ounce of silver for 6 months. Here in the US right now, for one person, if they were on a very strict budget, $3,000 is about how much one person would pay for food. And if you were to divide that by 2 and get 6 months, it's roughly $1,500, or maybe even $2,000, depending on a person's budget. And so you can see there that if we were to go by the Venezuela crisis and our current inflation, then silver should be trading around the $1,500 to $2,000 per ounce mark right now. And so those are my two reasons why I think that silver should be a lot higher than it should be right now. And anybody who here in the US who's buying silver, trying to look at a means to either preserve wealth or get wealthy within a coming crisis, and I would suggest that at the barest minimum, if we were to take the $2,000 per ounce as the actual value, then having around roughly 15 to 20 ounces of silver would be the barest minimum to get. And then if you were trying to preserve a lot of wealth or get wealthy, then anywhere between 120 to 150 ounces, that's a good range. And then anything 200 ounces or more, if you're just trying to get wealthy off a hyperinflation scenario in the US, would be more than enough. Anything above 500 ounces and stuff like that, I think is just overkill. And you don't really need that much, although it would be nice, but I don't think you would, one person, and especially maybe even a family, would need more than 500 ounces just to survive a hyperinflation scenario. And so those are my thoughts on what the price of silver should be. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And be sure to like the video and click the subscription button. And if you want, donate to my channel. It really helps keep this channel going. Anyways, thanks. And I'm going to do some other research on the current economy, stocks, budgets, fiscal budgets 2020, and other things. See you guys.